morning. Welcome to Linda's Kitchen. This is take 2 of an improvised cooking show. Today we are going to be cooking something very, very special just for you, my lovies. And let me just bop off to the pantry so I can see what is special in there waiting for us to cook today. I will be right back, lovies. Never fear, I will not be gone but a second. Ta-ta. Today we're going to be cooking copper squirrel eggs. Copper squirrel eggs are found only in the wild. My husband has procured these for me. Don't worry, lovies, he does sustainable wild crafting. No worries, we're not going to abuse our privileges of getting our food from the wild. Even though we procure it in this manner, we take very careful notes of how to take care of the wildlife that surrounds these beautiful eggs and creatures. The copper squirrel is only found in the upper Minnesota regions. Thank goodness we're in the upper Minnesota region. Anyway, back to this gorgeous egg that's about the size of a grapefruit or smaller, depending on the season. The drier the season, the smaller the eggs will appear. This year we were very lucky. We had a good season, so our eggs are about at the optimum size of a grapefruit. You will notice the ivory skin on the egg. Even though it's from a copper squirrel, the skin of the egg is ivory. It is smooth and about, like a really deflated ball is about what it kind of feels like. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. In order to speed things up today, dear watchers and listeners, I have started a pan of boiling water on the stove so that we can poach our egg today. And I've already cooked one completely so that we can see the finished product, because it does take time to cook the egg. And there is several ways of cooking the egg. You can poach, you can bake. I wouldn't recommend scrambling or disassembling the egg from its rind. It just tastes better if it's either baked or poached. And we will learn why in just a little while. The first thing that we have to do to prepare our egg for poaching is we have to scrub the dirt off of it. Make sure it's really clean, because you don't want the water, dirty water, to affect our egg at all. So I have thoroughly washed this egg, and it is absolutely sparkling clean, as you can see. The next thing that we have to do, dear friends, is we have to insert a little hole into the top of the egg. And for that, I'm going to use a very precision instrument. You may not think of using this instrument in the kitchen, but it is really quite useful when you think about it. And it is a scalpel. It is very sharp. The blade isn't very big, so we're not going to be making huge gashes or slits in the egg. What we're going to be doing is we are going to carefully invade the skin of the egg with the pointy part of the knife. Now notice that I just put the knife in and just twirl it around. What I want to do is get a nice round hole. Okay, I think we have that. Now, as you can see, the hole is nice and round. And in this size hole, I can easily fit a straw. And that is essential, lovies, because we have to hold that hole open. So I'm going to insert the straw. Okay, we're going to set this aside and let it set here like this for a little bit because it takes a time for the wound to heal around that straw, and we want it healed so it doesn't grow back together. Okay, this is the egg with the straw. Okay, for our convenience today, I have started a boiling water. And I have one egg that has already healed, so I can take the straw out of it, and then we're going to see what happens when we introduce the invaded egg into the bubbly boiling water. It's very interesting, lovies. I'm sure you're going to get a kick out of this. Okay, are you ready? Here is my pre-prepared egg. As you can see, the straw has been removed, and you'll notice that the hole has completely healed around it is completely healed around the hole that we had made. And this is very important because we need that hole not to collapse when it boils, because we have to have room for the gases and whatnot to escape from the egg. It's very important. We don't want to trap those in there. It could possibly poison a person if those gases weren't allowed to escape. Okay, I am going to insert our copper squirrel egg into the boiling water now. I'm going to introduce them to each other. Okay, here we go. Okay, lovies, never mind that sound. That's just the sound that the skin makes when the boiling water laps over the side. It is unnerving, I understand, but it's just what happens when you introduce the egg to the boiling water. It is, don't worry, please, we are not murdering animals here. It's an egg. It has no life until it's been fertilized. This is an unfertilized egg. Please do not write me those nasty letters. I just can't take those nasty letters. I struggle with self-confidence and those piles of letters that you say such terrible things, lovies, when I'm just trying to educate you on the finer eatings of life, but never mind, happy face. Okay, lovies, our egg is boiled. It has to boil for 15 to 20 minutes. And you'll know it's done when the yellow vapor gas ceases to escape from the hole in the egg. Okay, and I have one that was already cooked in the final stages, and we're going to bring this out, the egg out, so you can see how it looks and what the final preparation looks like. Oh. As you see, I prepared a special plate for the egg to sit on. Around the sides, I have put French toast, and I've dribbled just a little bit of natural from northern Minnesota maple syrup on the sides, and just a little coating of powdered sugar. So the egg now rests on this beautiful plate with a white dash of coloring of brown and golden brown showing through the dusting of white. Now, to quarter our egg, or to open our egg, is just like my favorite part. Oh my goodness, this is just, you're just not going to believe how easy it is to open this egg. You would think after all that we've gone through that this would be just terribly complicated, but it's not. Remember the straw that we used before? That is how we are going to open our egg, lovies. You're just going to be amazed. Okay, let's insert the straw into the top hole. Okay, it is inserted. Now, lovies, watch carefully because this is going to amaze you. First, I put my mouth on the straw. Then I say, open sesame. Voila! It is in perfect eights. The inside of the egg, as you will see, is purple and yellow. And that's how you know your egg has been cooked perfectly, when you have these deep purples lining the egg on the inside with the yellow on the outside. It is perfect, lovies. Now, enjoy. Bon appetit, lovies.